Welcome to the Crazy Hat Chemist. So another video here in bonding. So let's get moving. Bam! So today we are talking about intermolecular forces, or IMF, intermolecular forces. So an intermolecular force are very weak interactions between molecules, as opposed to intramolecular forces, which are within a single molecule and are relatively strong in comparison. So, intermolecular forces are known as van der Waals forces, and these are classified into the following categories. We have dipole-dipole interactions. A subgroup of this is a hydrogen bond, which is a special case of a dipole-dipole interaction. There's a dipole-induced dipole interaction, and there's an induced-induced dipole interaction, and that's known as a London dispersion force, or LDF. Okay, so here's an example of hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. And you should see here with the green electron cloud of chlorine, there is a stronger electronegativity for chlorine than for hydrogen. There's a lot of electron cloud, a lot of electrons around the chlorine. It's more electronegative, so it's going to draw the electrons towards the chlorine as opposed to the hydrogen. That is, the chlorine is more electronegative, and it will pull electrons away from the hydrogen within that intramolecular force. Okay, and that will create a charge separation, and that is the delta negative and the delta positive, and we can write what's called a molecular dipole. Okay, that is, hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid is a polar molecule. There's a polar bond and there's an asymmetry within the molecule, therefore it's a polar molecule, and we can write a molecular dipole. So you should see that the point of the arrow is at the delta negative side, and the plus part of the arrow is at the delta positive side. That is, the chlorine has drawing electrons away from the hydrogen within that polar covalent bond. Okay, so that is an intramolecular force. That is, that polar covalent bond is an intramolecular force. Here's another hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid molecule. Okay, again, an intramolecular force is that polar covalent bond, as I denoted earlier. There's a charge separation between the chlorine and the hydrogen. Now, the bond that is formed in between this positive end of the hydrochloric acid molecule or hydrogen chloride with the hydrogen, and that bond that's formed between the hydrogen and on another molecule, the chlorine, that's denoted by this blue line, and that is an intermolecular force. This is a very weak intermolecular force, so it's a very weak force compared to the intramolecular force. So intermolecular forces are very low in energy, weak, and this is very similar to a magnet. Okay, so there's that very introduction of an inter and intramolecular forces, the differences between the two. I am the king of chemistry, so keep on watching my videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye now.